Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. All right, over the last few weeks, we've talked about some of the high five habits. We've talked about hydration, how important that is, how to better hydrate ourselves. Also, we've talked about nutrition, how to balance our blood sugar, get enough protein, reduce inflammation, all of those things that really help not just with weight loss, but for overall health. So this week I want to talk about another important habit. It's all about sleep. Sleep is very underrated. We don't realize how important sleep is. But in Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health book, he talks all about sleep. It's on page, let's see, 399. He has a chapter all about sleep, about why it's important, how to get better sleep, how much sleep you need. All the things are right in here. So let me know if you don't have a copy of this. You can actually listen to an audio version for free. So in this, a couple things that he talks about is how much sleep we need. So typically we need about 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep. You should wake up feeling refreshed. You shouldn't feel like you have to have a nap during the day. He even talks about how naps are not healthy for us. A power nap of like 10 to 15 minutes is okay, but not feeling like you have to spend hours napping during the day. Also, he talks about setting ourselves up for success. So training our brain to get ready for sleep. He talks about having a twilight hour, that hour before sleep, setting yourself up to be able to get ready for sleep. Just like kids have a bedtime, we need a bedtime and a bedtime routine also. So he talks about turning down the lights, turning off electronics, playing soft music, doing something that's relaxing, maybe a hot bath. Things to avoid would be heavy exercise, caffeine, loud environments. So really cueing your brain to really start getting ready for a good night's sleep. Also, setting your bedroom up for success. So keeping the temperatures cooler, also not watching TV in your bed, and training your brain that when you get into bed, you sleep. And also when your alarm goes off, you get up. So I keep my alarm across my room so that I have to get out of bed to turn it off. And that really helps me to not push snooze and go back to sleep. It helps me to be more productive. A couple other things that I really do is I plan ahead for the next day. So if I go to the gym in the morning, then I lay out my gym clothes, have my gym bag, have my drink in the fridge, like makes it really easy to be able to get up and go. Also, if you work, then having your work clothes set out, packing lunches the night before. I pack my kids' lunches the night before. If you work outside of the home, pack your food that you're going to be eating the night before so that you can just grab it and you're set up for success that day. Writing down things that you need to get done the next day really helps your brain be able to shut off and not worry about forgetting things that you need to do the next day. So those are a few things that really help me get into that routine of a good night's sleep. And I know that sometimes I have to plan ahead for success because we don't always get to choose what our partner does, right? So sometimes my husband loves to watch TV at night, and that makes it hard for me to sleep. So I keep an eye mask and earplugs in my drawer next to my bed, and sometimes I use that to be able to go to sleep. So that is very helpful. And then just setting yourself up for that routine that you can plan ahead, get a good night's sleep. And if you do need a sleep aid, it's recommended not to take melatonin every night because your body adjusts to that. So only taking it when you really need to, like maybe when you're traveling, or you just haven't been getting a good night's sleep. That might help you to be able to get a good night's sleep. I take magnesium glycinate. That usually helps me to sleep better. So that's a healthy thing that you can take as a sleep aid to just help you get better sleep at night too. So, but typically just taking a hot bath or maybe a cup of chamomile tea or just getting in a routine so that your brain knows that you're getting ready for sleep is really going to help you get better quality sleep. All right, and the last thing I want to share is there's actually a study that shows that women that are sleep deprived have 40% slower metabolism than women that are getting enough sleep because sleep really makes a difference on your hormones. And so if you are ever craving sugar or carbs or hungrier the next day, first ask yourself, am I getting enough sleep? Because that is normal that if you're not getting enough sleep, your body will crave more of those carbs and sugars. You'll be hungrier. The ghrelin hormone increases when you're not getting enough sleep. So pay attention to that. Set up your bedtime routine for a healthy good night's sleep. All right, have a good day.